Today on Movement and Talisa, we are doing a yoga ball stability class. Yoga balls are great for engaging those smaller stabilizing muscles. So we're going to work through a full body class. So you will need a yoga ball for today. I'm using a small one. I personally prefer the medium sized one, but I don't have one right now. I have a larger one and a smaller. So I'm gonna use smaller. If you only have a large one, you can still use it. Just recognize you'll be a little bit higher up off the ground and you might have to modify accordingly. If you get anything out of today's class, I do ask that you like, comment, subscribe, or share, as it is the best way to support my work. Let's get started with the ball underneath our back. So we're planting our feet. Ball can be wherever, because we're going to make this very dynamic and we're going to work into every range. So just get comfortable on it. If you've never worked on a yoga ball that much, get a feel for it, because balance, stability is a huge part of working with these yoga balls. So we're starting by just shifting up and down, keeping the chin tucked for now. If you're starting to feel good, you can drop the head back and maybe open the arms up to the side. You'll get a pec stretch. Now you're more than welcome to stay right there. If you're on a smaller ball like me, we're going to work into this a little bit more dynamically. You can still do this on a larger ball. Your hands just probably won't touch the ground. So what we're gonna do is get more of a full upper body stretch. So starting with the bum close to the ground, we're gonna drop the head back, open up the arms, and swim the arms all the way up overhead while we bring the top of our head as close to the mat as possible. Here we go. And do a couple more rounds like that. Don't worry about what it looks like. I'm bending my arms to avoid the plant. You can keep the arms more straight. And come to a resting point. From this position, let's work into the backline muscles a little bit. So we're going to do hip thrusts from a ball. So the ball is near the upper back, mid to upper back, keeping a nice neutral spine. So that's from basically the crown of the head all the way down to your tailbone. We're just lifting the hips and lowering them. When you come to the top, squeeze as much as you can. Don't worry about lifting the hips too much. Again, we want a pretty straight line. Arms can be wherever. They can be helping with your balance. If your stability is a little bit better, hands can be up. Make this your own. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And slowly release. Bring the ball out from under your back. We're going to lay down on the mat and bring the ball. Let's start with under the knees. This will make maybe a little bit easier, but maybe just kind of change the sensation a little bit. So now we're going to do glute bridges. Still working into the back line of the body. Just a little bit of a different angle. With the ball closer to the knees, not as much stability is needed, I find. So if this feels good, then you can stay right here. If this feels a little bit too easy or you want to try something else, maybe challenge yourself, move the ball so it's closer to your ankles and your feet. Really bear down with either your elbows or your hands to help with balance as well. And now we're gonna lift the hips and lower, lift and lower. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, you're gonna feel this one more in the hamstrings. 2, 1, hold at the top. If you have the ball closer to your knees, you will need to shift them closer to your feet and ankles for this next move. So get set up. And then from here, again, using the hands bearing down to help with balance, roll the ball in as close to your bum as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly roll out, lower the hips. And now we're going to work into the core a little bit since we're laying on our backs here. So grab the ball between the ankles, squeeze the ball. You're going to be strengthening into the adductors, those groin muscles as well. For this core move, keep the legs bent to make it a little bit easier, a little bit more gentle. And for more of a challenge, straighten your legs. Head and shoulders can be up off of the mat. I prefer it that way, but we're just lifting and lowering. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your legs all the way up. Grab the ball. Bring them between your knees. We're just gonna let the core rest while we squeeze the knees into the ball. Hold it isometrically. Again, we're working into those adductors. You'll be able to feel this really quick. Couple deep breaths here. I'm shaking like I'm bouncing on the ball with my legs, if you can see that in the video. And release. Let's do another core movement, getting the upper body involved a little bit. So grabbing the ball between the ankles again. Same thing, you can do this with bent legs. Make it your own and do your best. Lift head and shoulders up off the mat. And we're gonna grab the ball from our feet with our hands, lower everything down, lift up. Remember, when we're doing anything core related like this, we really want to push the lower back down into the mat. So if you find that your lower back lifts when you get down like this, that just means the strength isn't there yet. That's fine. So what you can do, bend the legs. It makes it lighter, even without the ball. Bend the legs. Straighter legs, heavier and harder. Bent legs, lighter and easier. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Grab the ball. We are going to roll over onto hands and knees type position. We're actually going to place the ball underneath the hips to start. So get set up on your mat. If you're on a larger ball, you're going to stay up on your hands. If you're on a smaller ball like me, you can come down to the forearms. Find what works for you. And we're going to do a little bit more glute work. So you can do froggy pumps or frog pumps with your legs bent. You can do straight legs. We're just working into the glutes here. And now we do want a smaller range of motion, because if we start lifting the legs too much, that's the lower back. So right there, this is my lower back getting into the mix. It's easy to injure the lower back and we don't want that. So stop a little bit lower so it's just your glutes working. Squeeze at the top, slow lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the feet, roll onto the knees, and we're now bringing the ball underneath our forearms. Going to work into the core again. So we can do this from the knees. All we're going to do is lower our hips, trying to make a straight line, and roll the ball on our elbows, making circles in one direction and then the other direction. Switch directions again and switch. You'll feel this in the arms as well. Switch and switch. Come to a neutral position. Now roll the elbows out as far as you can. Roll them in. Roll them out. Roll them in. Roll them out. Roll them in. Take a little breather. If that felt too easy and you want something more hard, you can do it from your feet. Do the circles in both directions. Roll out and roll in. It gets immensely harder though, and I find you're really limited in the range of motion of circles, but play around with it. Have fun with it. Again, this doesn't have to be so strict. We can have fun with it. Now we're going to work into the back with some 45-degree hypers. Bring the ball back to our hips, but this time you want your feet up against a wall. I'll put a little clip in the corner so you can see that my feet are pressing into the baseboards. Find where you need to place the hips. If you find you need to readjust a lot with a ball, that's fine, because slight modifications in where the ball is placed under you will change it. So don't shy away from playing around with where the ball is placed. Once you find a good point, you can push your feet into the baseboards, lift up, Hands by ears makes this heavier and harder. Arms down by your side makes it lighter and therefore a little bit easier. But lift and lower. Squeeze your shoulder blades, back together. Think of like an airplane pose in yoga when we're laying on our bellies and lifting everything up. This is very similar to that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower, come down. We're gonna do 2 more moves. The next one, we need a wall again. So I'm pushing my mat up against the wall. We're gonna be working into the gluteus medius, the glute med, the smaller side glute muscle. So coming to lay down on your side, and then the ball is between your calf and your ankle and pushed up against the wall. And all we're doing here, so you might need to start lower on the ball, lift and lower while really pushing the ball into the wall. Let's go for 10 of these. I think that was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you need to readjust your foot on the wall, that's fine. Let's call that 8, 9, 10. Switch to the other side. Get set up, be mindful of any plants. Start with the top leg lower down on the ball so that you get better range of motion. Coming up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, I'm starting to hit the plant, so I'm readjusting, and 1. Lower it down. You can pull your mat away from the wall, finishing up class with some core. So just like how we started, the ball is behind our back, feet are planted, lift the hips, hands are by ears, not cranking on the neck, hands are just placed near the ears, and we're doing crunches. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, another 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release, and again, just like how we started, take that big stretch. This time the arms are straight overhead. You can roll back and forth, stretching out the core, moving slowly and mindfully. Let the hands be heavy so we're really getting a stretch through the shoulders. And slowly settle the bum down. Take a couple deep breaths with me. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more round. Inhale. Full lungs. And exhale. You can flutter your eyes open. I thank you most kindly for joining me today, and I hope you have a glorious remainder of your day.